Guys, there's a lot of cool and innovative products that have come out over the past few years in the survival community. It really allows us to have a lot of choices. One of the things that has come about is the Survival Edge by Cold Steel. Now, Cold Steel has been making really high quality knives for a long time. I mean, just really proven and tough. Here we have the Survival Edge, which does include a fixed blade knife that's really sturdy. We're going to be looking at some of the features of this. There's also a survival kit in the handle, and we have a Fearsome Rod right here on the sheath. And so we're going to take this out, test it out, and see a lot of the things that this offers. And I do appreciate Ron over at Lyons Tactical for sending this. He just got in touch with me recently and said, hey, would you mind helping us out a little bit and showing off the Cold Steel Survival Edge? Not paying me, just going to take a look at it. We're going to see what this is all about. Now the knife does come in a nice sheath. This one is in black. They do a blaze orange as well, and sometimes that's great in case you drop it. But this is the knife. You can see right here there's a Fearsome Rod on the outside. We'll look at that in a second. Now to take the knife out of the sheath, you just lift up and then you can bring it out. And then it not only fits in for a right or left-handed use. So whichever way that you need to use it, it's going to work. It has a clip here to just clip onto your belt, and then we have a little place here you can put a nail and you can attach this up somewhere and hang it. And one thing about the knife being in place is that it's going to protect your Fearsome Rod. And this is a Fearsome Rod that's actually made in Japan. So it was one of the things that they did. They said was this is a good high quality, creates really good spark, and we'll take a look at that in just a second. But it fits down in here and it stays secure right in your sheath. Now the sheath with the clip-on holder locks right here, and there's a little piece right here that retains it so it keeps it locked down, and it rides it pretty close to the body. If you need to get to it, you can just pull it out, and it retains this as well. I mean, this thing's not coming out, and you really have to mean to pull that up to get it out. Now of course the blade is the main attraction, and as you see it is a high polish. I mean, it's beautiful. It's stainless steel. It's 4/116 stainless, and it has a drop point back marked on the blade, German 4/116, and then Taiwan, which is where this is actually assembled. And it is Cold Steel. Now these are very reasonable in price, and being assembled in Taiwan is part of that. Then we have Survival Edge on the other side. The blade is 5 inches in length. It's 2.5 millimeters in thickness. And so we're going to do some batoning with this, and then it comes down to a nice strong point. And that drop point is really a strong blade. One of those type blades that I really like for survival. Now the handle is a polypropylene. It is waterproof, and we'll look at that. It does have these O-rings that go all the way down, which gives you more gripping surface. The O-ring here actually makes this waterproof inside. Now this is not a full tang knife, and for me personally, I really prefer full tang because it's got a lot of strength to it. But these knives have really been tested. We're going to do our own testing as well. But it does come into the handle to a point, and so it is going to have some strength here, but it's going to give you a lot of extra capability right here. This top just kind of opens up. Inside we have a survival kit, and it's all sealed. Also down here in the bottom we have some wire. Now you can see down into the cavity. I'm going to shine a light down here. You can see this large block on the edge of the blade, and this is what's going to help this retain strength. The handle. Doesn't give at all. Thing's rock solid. Thought maybe because it was hollow, which we have everything out of here, it is solid. It does not bend at all. Now here are all the items laid out. We have a couple of safety pins. We have a sewing kit which has thread, and we also have a needle. We have a ceramic rod so you can sharpen your knife. We have a whistle. We also have 60 feet of monofilament line or fishing line, and it's on this little metal spool. 6 sinkers and 6 medium-sized hooks, and then also we have brass wire. This is great for snares, a lot of different uses. And again, we do have the ferro rod. We can pull it out, and this is really high quality. From what I understand, they really wanted something nice, and this is made in Japan. We'll try our fire steel, but first we're going to get some of this material coating off. We'll check the spark. A little Vaseline and cotton ball. There we go. Ready to rock. Then stick the Fearsome Rod right back into the sheath. Ready to go. Now, the original knife didn't have a compass and some of these other items. This has been upgraded, and the compass actually adds to the stability of this cap. From what I understand, it was a little loose before. But this is a liquid-filled compass, and you're going to be able to find your bearings. And as far as sharp goes, yeah, it just shaves the hair right off my legs. Smooth like butter. Even this cedar just cuts right into it. Great for feathering. One thing about fire starting is it's good to be able to feather that wood. Of course, doing a little bit of batoning. And Cold Steel has a video where they actually go through a 2x4. It's pretty impressive. Got it stuck in this piece of wood. It's pretty impressive. I've seen them stand on it. Okay, it did bend it just a touch, but if you're going to be using this as a ladder, there you go. Guys, that large piece there around this handle, I mean, it just locks it into place. So it's not going anywhere. This blade's fairly thin, so I'm not really surprised that it bent just a little bit, but it's still very usable. I mean, the same function, and you know, you're not necessarily going to be standing on that blade. But that large block definitely gives me more confidence. Now, obviously, with the hollow cavity, you can put this over some kind of pole and be able to secure this. And then, of course, the holes that are right here in the guard allow you to tie this down to make a spear. And even after the abuse, I mean, this thing is just super sharp. So guys, if you're looking for something to put in your bug out bag, even place in your car, your tackle box, you know, this is a great item to have on hand. You've got the knife that you can use at any time, and of course, with the survival items, it gives you that edge in a survival situation. Guys, I'll tell you, there's been a number of times where those small things that I just happened to have really made the difference. May not have been a life and death situation, but definitely having those items and being prepared makes life a lot easier. And also check out Lyons Tactical, Lyon, and I want to thank Ron for sending this for this test and evaluation. Guys, there's a lot of information about prepping and survival, and sometimes it contradicts. And one of the best sources that I know is Survival Dispatch Insider. We upload one video that is exclusive to the Insider every week, and we're just glad to be a part. I'm going to have a link down below in the description. I think it's well worth checking out. Be strong, be of good courage. God bless America. Long live the Republic. And it stays straight. Man, maybe a little bit of a bend right here for whatever's facing you.